get into it, Raider Nation. Now, Raiders UDFA tracker. I'm going to break down every single player that the Raiders have signed. And free agency, UDFA tracker. Yeah, weird way to say it. But let's get into it. Tavon, Austin, Coney Island. Yeah, no, Tavon Coney. All right, so I'm really excited about this player. And the way that I have all these guys ranked is on how Tom ranked them on his pre-draft big board. Okay, just so you guys see that. Now, when I see this kind of guy, I was super surprised that he ended up going undrafted. Now, he started all 13 games for the Irish in 2018, garnering Associated Press third team All-American honors by leading the team with 123 tackles, 2.5 tackles for a loss, and 4 sacks with an interception. I think he's a little bit of an average athlete with average size. I mean, here's the thing though, average size, I still get away with it. Now, I think that he's a Gruden grinder, but he's a good tackler. Personally, I absolutely love the signing. He's by far my favorite player that the Raiders went out and signed in UDFAs this year. Somebody asked about Keelan Doss. Y'all are going to get some love for Keelan Doss. Now, he's a solid route runner with a high football IQ. You're going to see a common theme. Gruden grinders, high football IQ. Here's the thing, though. He's just not that fast. He's not very fast, and I think he's going to be potentially a slot receiver. He's probably going to end up just being a wide receiver 3 or 4 when it's all said and done in the NFL. But the dude did put up some sick numbers at UC Davis. Now, the 6'2 receiver at 211 pounds, in 2018, 118 catches, 1,334 yards, 9 touchdowns. But also 2017, the dude balled out too. 115 catches, 7 touchdowns, 1,499 yards. Sure, the production is there in college, but he's going to find out really quick that the FCS and the NFL, it's a little bit of a difference. But in terms of upside, Keelan Doss, I think he's at least a fun player to add. At the end of the day, he's also from Cali, so you can't really be too upset about that. All right, next player on our list here, Tyler Roemer, second team All-Mountain West in 2018. Now, as a senior, he started 11 games. Wrong person. Sorry, guys. I'm thrown off. Roemer played extremely well at left tackle for the Aztecs as a redshirt sophomore in 2018 and was named second team All-Mountain West for his efforts. His season ended with 2 regular season games remaining, however, due to suspension for violation of team rules. Now, he still needs some development early on, but there's enough talent and potential to become a swing tackle and potentially an eventual starter if he can stay on track. My only worry, the man who's going to be building this man, Tom Cable. Gotta get fire Tom Cable in the comment section. Who says no? All right, let's go to my next man, Nixon. Keisean Nixon. As a senior, started 11 games, making 63 tackles, breaking up 9 passes, but at times he had issues in coverage. Now, a neck injury kept him out of the bowl game, but at South Carolina's Pro Day, he ran a sub-4 440, which makes me, think that at the end, when I see what Nixon could potentially be for the Raiders, I think he's just ultimately going to be a special teams player. Now, I could be wrong. I'm always going to hope that he's going to be a little bit better. But Nixon, I think you're just going to be a special teams player. Hopefully you can prove me wrong. Hopefully you can prove the entire nation wrong. But at 5'10", 193 pounds, let's see what you got, my man. All right, I got a fun question coming up here, okay? Who are the dumbest fans in sports? Now, we were live for all 254 picks, all 7 rounds of the NFL draft. And there's a lot of you, and I'll say this, the nation was smart. The nation represented. But there's a lot of dumb fans out there. So I want you guys to comment, who are the dumbest fans in sports, okay? Throw it in the comment section, because if you can think of somebody, right? Like, I love my mother to death, but she's the kind of person that would be like, touchdown Kobe Bryant. So what I would try to do for my mom if she needed some money, I would hook her up with Wager Talk, because, man, we got this deal right now. And shout out to Wager Talk for sponsoring our show. The best service in the game for providing you with expert picks, okay? Not picks from my mother. Expert picks and predictions for your sports bets. You want the best place to get sports bets? Wager Talk. Sports jockey heads. Believe it, baby. Get started today for free. If you're interested, slide in those DMs at Mitchell Renz 365, and I'm going to help you guys get started with Wager Talk for free. You guys want to make some money? Slide in those DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. All right, let's go to this next guy. Another Clemson player, the 4th one. They're just going to be the Las Vegas Clemson Tigers of Oakland. I don't know. The Raiders didn't really address the need in the draft with tight end. Now, I did predict project them to, draft the tight end out of LSU, whose name is escaping me right now. Austin Moreau. For Austin Moreau. But Gruden and Mayock love Clemson players. And I think when I look at what they're trying to build here, they're trying to build a team that has a lot of potential and a lot of players who have played in big games. With that being said, okay, he did start 53 games for Clemson, which is tied for the most in school history. And I think that's something that definitely the Raiders and Gruden, Mike Mayock, they're all looking for. So the way that now I have that these players ranked is based on pre-draft needs. So these were the Raiders' pre-draft needs according to me. Defensive end, tight end, running back, offensive guard, and cornerback, okay? So when you see these rankings, okay, that's what they're going to be based on. But what's the Raiders' biggest need right now? All right, so I want you to comment below. What's the Raiders' biggest need right now? So if you can slide in my DMs right now and tell me what you think the Raiders' biggest need is right now, let me know in the comment section. How many times did I say meow? Like a cat. What movie is that from? All right, let's go. Next player, Leicester Cotton, offensive guard from Alabama. Now, the Raiders, they didn't draft a guard, and personally, I was surprised because after Gabe Jackson, I'm not really confident in any of the other players. But the more and more I look at the draft and UDFA signings, I'm like, okay, Gruden, okay, Mayock, y'all got a plan, and you're sticking to it, which is why that I like the signing of Leicester Cotton. 6'4", 325-pounder. Cotton is just a big dude, like, big guy. The dude dominates in the run game, and I think that's one of the reasons, I think the really only reason why he went undrafted is because the guy's got some injury histories, and the last 2 seasons, well, it ended due to injury. Next guy coming up here, McNeil, probably my favorite picture. I mean, this guy's just a baller. This guy definitely goes to Wager Talk. He's definitely on BetDSI. He's throwing down $500. He's getting a $600 for free because this guy with this picture is a big baller. There's no doubt about it. Now, 6'6", weighing 328 pounds. That's a big dude. Now, he started nearly every single game for the Cardinals. Another thing here, named team captain in 2018. Common theme, the Raiders going out getting team captains, going out getting Gruden grinders. I absolutely love what they did with this draft. Lukayus, McNeil, $500, BetDSI. I know you're doing it, my man. All right, I want to give a shout out to the Raider Nation on IG. Let's continue to grow the nation on IG and on Twitter. So what I want you to do, I want you to take a screenshot, throw it on your IG, share it. If you tag me in it, I'll share it as well because I'm trying to grow the nation on IG and also on Twitter because these guys are always hitting me up. So I just put out a video the other day, and these guys are just constantly hitting me up. The only thing I ask out of all these, okay, and Rogers 1184, can you get a picture, my man? That's all I ask. So, you want to grow the nation? An easy way to do it, comment your IG and Twitter below. I do it simple. I'm the same on both. I'm a basic Mitch. At Mitchell Renz 365. Comment it below. And then what I want you guys to do is I want you to copy and paste them and then follow each other. Let's have some fun. Let's continue to grow the nation because there is only one nation. Raiders UDFA signings. We're going to continue this one with Andre James. He started all 12 games at left tackle in 2018. Here's the thing. I don't think he's quite cut out to be a tackle in the NFL. He's just a little too slow. But why do I think that the Raiders signed him? Dude's got heart. Now, if you watch the show, y'all know that my dad is like my dude. He's my best friend. And I can remember talking to him before every single one of my games and after every single one of my games that I played in college. I didn't play football. I played baseball. Here's the thing. When his dad passed away from cancer back in October, 5 days later, he came out and he played against Arizona. UCLA went on to beat Arizona, and he just, he got player of the game. I don't even want to know what that's going to be like at some point in my life, but the fact that he was able to come out, join his teammates, I give this guy a lot of credit. Now, FC is normally for, fire cable, but we're going to change this one a little bit here. So I've lost a few of my really close family members to cancer. So F is basically Tom, if you know what that means, or tuck that. So FC in the comment section for F cancer. Let's see it in the comment section because, I think we can all agree. Get on board for there. So can I get an FC in the comment section if you're watching on Facebook? If you're watching on YouTube, I better see a whole bunch of FCs in the comment section. The next player that I want to talk about, okay? You guys ready? Koa Farmer. Now, Koa Farmer. We need to get some new pictures for these guys because these are rough. Wasn't invited to the NFL scouting combine, but he had a solid pro day. 4.48 40-yard dash. He also showed that he was strong with 25 reps on the bench press. He registered a 37-inch vertical. Now, when I look at Koa Farmer, He's a jack-of-all-trades type of player, but I don't know if he's really an expert in any of them. I think one of the reasons why they went out and did this is because we got Jace Kabinda last year as a UDFA. Maybe Ko Farmer. Kabinda could take him under his wing a little bit. Maybe we'll get a solid player out of it. Next player, Dylan Mabin, cornerback from Fordham. Prototypical size, okay, to go along with above-average speed and athleticism. Now, he led Fordham with 19 pass breakups, which ranks second in the Patriot League and third in the NCAA FCS in passes defended. Another common theme, he won team MVP in 2017. What are we seeing here? Gruden Grinders, MVPs, leaders, Raider Nation, getting it all together. The common theme, once again, you guys are going to see this. Speaking of common themes, I released my Raiders grades for the first round, and y'all didn't like it. So we're going to have some fun here. You guys ever see that thing like read mean tweets? I'm doing mean comments. John Brubaker. This guy lost me. I see. So this genius knows more than John Gruden and Mike Mayock. Give me a break. First off, get a picture. Is this you? You let me know. I never once said that I know more than John Gruden or Mike Mayock. They're my grades. You can give grades too, okay? You're probably the kind of guy that wants me to give a B or an A or an A+. If you want me to give A+ to everything, I will. Next show that I do, spoiler alert, everything. 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. Keek Warrior, let's get it going. What do you got for me? Another one, start with this guy. This guy acts like he talked to all these players in person to know why the Raiders got them. Obviously, you guys know that I can't talk, so I wouldn't do that. Good thing you're not the GM. Seems like you go off what the media says. What's good or bad? Just stop, bro. Respect what the front desk is doing to be a Raider, no matter what. Get a picture, Keek Warrior. Can you do that for me? Oh, man, you guys are ripping me apart. Absolutely ripping me apart. I will say this. Shout out to Lisa Legs because she's staying true. Because the consensus here now is Allen didn't fit the scheme as excuse to reach on Farrell. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, you guys were all set on Josh Allen, and I come out and say that I think Josh Allen would be a better fit with the Raiders than Cleveland Farrell. Josh Allen is literally with the Jacksonville Jaguars in a 4-3 scheme. He's talented enough he can learn. He could play in a 4-3 scheme. Get out of here. Lisa, thank you. I want to give a shout out to Autumn Wind Delivery LLC. Go follow them on Twitter at Autumn Wind Delivery LLC. Best autumn wind delivery in the LLC. I have no idea what it is. But more important about Keisean, 2 of the first picks are buddies. I will say this. When I look at the Raiders draft, one of the biggest reasons why my grade improved is because of the Keisean, because I think they're all leaders, and I think they're all going to be players who will be able to work together. So Autumn Wind Delivery LLC. I don't know what you do if you deliver wind or the autumn, but if you want to sponsor the show, let me know. Robert Jackman. Good thing you don't make decisions for the Raiders. Watch the film. This is an A draft, 45 sacks in 2019. Robert Jackman. Get a picture. Oh, wait. When I Google Jackman, you guys do not want to Google Jackman. So that's why I got this up, or else I would have been screened by the FCC, or I would have had to cancel the show. So don't look up Jackman. Nobody. All right, so you said 45 sacks in 2019. How many sacks will the Raiders have in 2019? Okay, I want you guys to comment below. The team that led the NFL last year in sacks, Chiefs, Steelers tied for 52. The Raiders had 13 sacks. I'm not a mathematician, but 45 is a lot more than 13, even if the Raiders triple their sack total. The only way that you're going to triple your sack total, I feel like, in today's world is if you guys know you're going to have to go to an expensive surgeon in probably the Bay Area, and that's just going to look weird. If anybody triples their sack total, slide in my DMs at Mitchell Renz 365, because that's just something that I got to see. All right, let's go back to UDFAs. Let's get back on track. So, my dude, Ronald Ollie, defensive tackle here at Nicholls State, he goes from Netflix to the NFL to now his biggest role on the Raiders Report. So he starred a Netflix show, Last Chance U. Let me just say this. 6'2", 290-pounder. The guy's a hell of a character. He's funny. I don't know if he's as funny as me, but, you know, he's going to be a fun guy in the locker room. Now, impressive pro day numbers as well, with 4.87 40, 35-inch vertical, and 114-inch broad jump. Defensive tackle, I don't know if he's going to make the roster, but at the end of the day, I think he's at least going to be a fun player. All right, last guy. You ready for this? Alec Ingold. Raider Nation, I'm telling you right now, y'all are going to love this dude. Ingold received just about every honor possible after his senior year at Green Bay's Bayport High School, including the AP Player of the Year and Gatorade Player of the Year. He was a quarterback, and he was a high school wrestling champ. So safe to say Ingold just like straight up Tom'd high school. If there was a girl in high school, she was Tomming with Alec Ingold because the dude's a wrestler, football, Gatorade, dude was getting it all. Then he went to Wisconsin to play linebacker, switched to running back, and now he's a fullback. Now, Ingold won the Sportsmanship Award from the Big Ten after his senior season. Sportsmanship Award. Common theme here. Now, do I know if he's going to make the full roster? I'm not quite sure because making them any time the roster for the NFL as a fullback is pretty tough. All right, let's go back through all these Raiders UDFAs. Tavon Coney Island from Tavon Austin. Keelan Doss, Tyler Roemer, Keyshawn Nixon, if anybody wants to see the Nixon thing here in Dallas, you let me know. Cannon Smith, Leicester Cotton, Lukayus McNeil, Andre James, offensive tackle from UCLA, Koa Farmer, Dylan Mabin, Ronald Ollie, and then Alec, dude slays Tom Ingold, fullback from Wisconsin. So who's the Raiders' best UDFA? I want you to comment below if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, who's the Raiders' best UDFA? And make sure you guys use hashtag Raiders to get your questions on the show because I'm about to answer them right after this Bet the SI read. Use our promo code Raiders120 for 120% deposit bonus. If you're already on Bet the SI, if you're already a big baller, if you already went to chatsports.com/bet, slide in my DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. I'm going to hook you up with something. Because when you help out us, you help out Bet the SI, I'm going to help out the nation. All right? Slide in those DMs at Mitchell Renz 365. Let's get Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.